Number 15, at attack, Hudson Matthews. Escorted by his mom, Wally, and his dad, John. Number 23, at midfielder, Emmett Clyde. Escorted by his mom, Hope, dad, Brendan, and brother, Finn. Number 24, on defense, Will Cassini. Escorted by his mom, Beth. Number 42, in goal, Matthew Berry. Escorted by his mom, Christine, his dad, Bob, and sister, Charlotte. Number 43, at Pogo, Justin Azura. Escorted by his mom, Mary Beth, and dad, Michael. Number 44, at defensive midfielder, Gavin Burt. Escorted by mom, Elise, dad, Andy, and godmother, Lori Pankowski. Number 55, on defense, Brooke Reynolds. Escorted by his dad, Eli, and brother, Andrew. And number 77, captain on defense, Alex Meyer. Escorted by mom, Kim, and dad, Bruce. Let's give one last round of applause to class of 2025 Fairfield Prep Lacrosse players and families.
I don't know where anybody is. It did say 5:30 in the email.
Do you dream alone? Do you dream alone under the moon? Is it brighter, brighter when I'm with you? Is the afterglow strong enough to light this fire, fire back in us? Whoa.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Rafferty Stadium here on the campus of Fairfield University for tonight's cloudy SEC conference matchup game between the Fairfield Prep Jesuits and the visiting Notre Dame West Haven Green Knights. Senior night tonight for the Jesuits, and we'll get into that in just a moment a little more as we are ready to hear the starting lineups and get into the anthem.
Senior number 5, Dylan Bankowski. Junior number 6, Gavin Nethercott. Senior number 9, Brian Clark. Senior number 11, Ethan Kelly. Senior number 15, Mitchell Johnston. Senior number 43, Louis Magnuson. Freshman number 44, Xavier Jacob. Junior number 51, Matthew Kelly. Notre Dame West Haven coached by A.J. West. A.J. Alessi. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Fairfield Prep Jesuits. At midfielder, junior number 1, Theo Rudolph. At attack, the senior number 3, Luke Shanahan. At attack, the senior number 9, Finbar Malloy. At attack, the senior number 12, Nate Estrella. At attack, the junior number 13, Finn Mulligan. At midfielder, senior number 23, Emmett Crotty. On defense, the senior number 24, Will Christini. In goal, senior number 42, Matt Berry. On defense, the senior number 55, Brooks Reynolds. And on defense, the senior number 77, Alex Meyer. Fairfield Prep is coached by Graham Reed. We now ask you to please rise in our blue hats, honor America, those who support our freedom at home and abroad, with the pledge for our national anthem.
Now as the anthem finishes up, we get ready for face-off at center field to begin today's conference matchup. Forgot to mention, but I am Phineas Wright, joined alongside today with Nick Mazzarella. And Nick,
It's a
SEC.
pleasure, Finn. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, man. Pleasure is all mine. But as I said, SEC conference matchup, so rivalry matchup between these two teams as well. Obviously, lacrosse not so much, but bad blood between these two teams in really whatever sport they're playing in. But senior night as well today for the Jesuits. So definitely starting off the lineup with heavy senior assets for the Jesuits. And yeah, it should be a fun one tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the Jesuits are one of the top-ranked teams in the state. They're still ranked number 2 after their loss to Chaminade on Saturday, but they are coming off a 2-game win streak. They beat Cheshire on Thursday, 15-3, absolute battering of them. But this is not a game to throw away for the Jesuits. It's senior night, and it's an inter-conference matchup. The Jesuits are undefeated in conference 5-0, but Notre Dame 4-1. So this could have huge implications on seeding in the conference playoffs.
Yeah, and I believe a win today for the Jesuits will actually guarantee them a spot in SEC playoffs as well.
Yeah, so definitely Notre Dame's definitely had a rough season. They're only 5-4, struggling to stay above 500, but they've been able to win those interconference games, and they're definitely going to have a shot during the SEC playoffs.
Yeah, but now out at the face-off, we will see Cole Garrett, number 11, for the Jesuits face-off up against Gavin Giordano for the Green Knights.
Yeah, Garrett's been an extremely important player for the Jesuits. When he was out with a concussion against St. Ignatius from California, the Jesuits literally could not win a face-off, and that was kind of the detriment of that game. They played well all around, and they just didn't have him. They weren't able to get anything going offensively because they just never had the ball. So it's good to see him back out there and continue to dominate.
Yeah, and off of that face-off, Brady Simon with the good ground ball got it back to his defense, and now Emmett Crotty through center field. He's going down right the lane, and there's a pass over to Shanahan, and he just shoots it wide. But now at the backup, it was Finn Mulligan. Mulligan taking it out, gets it back up to Crotty. Crotty, number 23 in white, Colgate commit. Now over to the right side of the field, it's rocking the number 1 is Theo Rudolph. Rudolph back up outside the box now, gets it over to Malloy. Malloy dodges inside, and that shot goes wide, backed up by Estrella. Estrella now in the far corner, gets it to X. Mulligan at X here, defended by Nethercott. Mulligan makes a spin, gets it up to Crotty. Crotty steps down. That one, once again, wide. 3 straight shots going wide for the Jesuits.
They're
here
finding
in
their
first.
look so far.
Yeah. Just can't quite get it on target just yet. Still have good possession of the ball here as Mulligan takes it around the left side. Mulligan spin, trying to get inside. That shot is blocked in its path.
Good save by Magnuson. He's a big guy in net, the senior.
Yeah, now he has the ball inside his own crease. Now elects to take it out, mishandles it. Finally gets the pass off over to Bankowski. Bankowski can't quite grab it, and he's going to step out of bounds. Back to Jesuits' possession. Estrella has some space here. Estrella looking for the pass, but he's going to spin, try to get around his man, take that shot around his man, and another save there.
Yeah, so the Jesuits starting off with some momentum here. A few shots on goal, forcing Magnuson, the goalie, to make some saves. Honestly, not surprised with the start. And we'll see if they can continue to dominate as we see number 6, Nethercott, bring it up. And I think there's going to be another foul on Notre Dame.
Yeah, another turnover there on Notre Dame. Not how they want to start off this game. Pass gets down Mulligan. Mulligan hitches, and he gets his shot wide as well. Jesuits struggling to get the ball on net here.
That's a 3rd missed shot so far.
Yeah, and the Green Knights had the backup there. Bankowski with the ball. Gets the overpass to Pluck. Pluck has a little space, defended by Shanahan on the ride. Pluck gets around him. He's going to get the pass to the other side of the field now. Now it's Goetze. Gets it up to Vernucci. Vernucci holding the ball here. Over to Kelly. Ethan Kelly just outside the box. Now to Goetze. Goetze to Johnston. Johnston, the St. Anselm commit.
Yeah, he's definitely a player to know for Notre Dame. One of their best. He'll have a rip.
Yeah, he has to find some space here.
Oof, really
tough
thought he could
angle.
shoot there.
Yeah, seems as though he elected to make the pass off of the tough angle. But here's Goetze. Goetze's going to look to step down. He does. Great save there by Barry. His first of the night.
Yeah, Barry's been great. Really proved that he belongs out there. He's had some competition for that spot by the sophomore Valenti, and he's proved that that's his spot for the taking. No one's coming to take it. It's a great save by him. Here's Crotty.
Yeah, good clear here by Crotty as he has a lot of space and a lot of speed. Bounce pass down to Shanahan, who now gets it to X with Estrella. Estrella around to Mulligan. Mulligan trying to maybe widen his angle, but elects to give it up to Rudolph. Rudolph again here, holding the ball as Malloy will come in from center field. Now Rudolph dodges. He's going to take a shot, and he rips top right corner to score the first goal of the game for the Jesuits with 8:19 left to go in the first.
Yeah, great move from Rudolph there. We haven't seen a lot of that from him. Me personally, I'm saying. Not saying he hasn't done it. But he's been more of a player that's moving the ball around and being an option for Estrella, for Mulligan, and for Shanahan. So good to see him there.
Yeah,
with some individual play. Nice cut from him, and it's a great shot to open the scoring today.
Yeah, righty to lefty. Good use of both hands there.
Yeah, great guy. Glad he scored.
Garrett and Giordano. Giordano almost winning it there to himself. Giordano, these first two faceoffs, has really won the official clamp, but coming away with the ground ball has been the Jesuits, as now Cristini gets it over to McCarthy. Back to Cristini. Cristini, the long pole, he's going to take it over as McCarthy will stay back here. Cristini, the senior, starting on defense today for the Jesuits. Now here's Mulligan. Mulligan, the Utah commit, the junior. He'll be a player to watch out for. He's had a great season so far. Now here's Malahi. Barrett Malahi trying to find some speed. Swin moved into a spin. Cuts back again. His shot just goes right.
Yeah, it's a great move from Malahi, the sophomore. He's gotten a lot of important minutes for the Jesuits this year.
Now Estrella X gets a nice pass inside to Shanahan, who gets the high bouncer to go.
Yeah, it's just what we see from Estrella. When he's behind the net, he's absolutely deadly. Could pick a pass to anywhere on the field, and that was a great one right there to Shanahan. He's not going to miss those. So the Jesuits find themselves an early lead here, just a few minutes into this first quarter.
Now back to the face-off dot. We will go. Like mentioned just a few minutes ago, Cole Garrett has not really been able to get the original clamp on these faceoffs. We'll see if he looks to change that. But another good clamp there from Giordano, and he wins that one to himself. Finally getting the ground ball after the faceoff win. Now back to Giordano. Giordano still with his faceoff stick, so not much he seems to be doing there. As Ethan Kelly now up at the Fairfield U logo. Gets it over to the box with Nethercott. Nethercott looking to make a move. He's trying to spin around. Scout Callahan on the defense there. Kelly again gets it behind that X. Trying to make a move here, and a backhand shot is good for Matthew Kelly.
Yeah, not to be confused with the class president of Fairfield Prep from 2 years ago. He gets the goal there. That was a great cut. And catching the Jesuits on their toes there. Notre Dame definitely wants to stay in this game and keep fighting. They're not going to go down easy.
Yeah, very nice goal there.
Yeah, I mean, that all started with the face-off win by Grando. Him against Garrett is going to be something to watch. And that was a great win from him to create that goal. Great move there from Kelly. So we're going to see this face-off here. I mean, if this is going to become a matchup to watch, it's going to be extremely entertaining between these two face-off men.
Yeah, and I would say Giordano's definitely had the upper hand at the face-off here.
There
But
goes
there,
Garrett. We jinxed him.
Yeah, there's a clean one for Garrett. As he's going to take a shot himself. High shot is saved, though, by Magnuson.
That would have been nice. That would have been.
And here's Pluck. Back to Magnuson. Magnuson can't find really anyone to get it to, and that's a bad pass. Intercepted by Colin Delaney, getting it down to Estrella.
Oh, my
And it's saved. Just throwing his stick in the air. Magnuson, how did he make that save? More so, the question should be, how did Estrella not score that goal?
That was great. Oh, my God, nice pass there. That was insane. I don't even know what he tripped on. He just seemed to trip over his own feet there.
Yeah, but here's Shanahan. Gets inside for Crotty, and another save by Magnuson at his feet.
Wow, he's been extremely impressive so far.
But Crotty's got some speed here defending Johnston. Tough hacking there from Crotty. Johnston's going to get it out to Kelly. Now Kelly up for Nethercott, and his shot blocked in the back by Delaney. That one had to hurt. Nethercott stepping inside the box. He's going to rip it. His shot goes wide, but backed up there by number 44, Xavier Jacob. And now it's Jacob
replay
again.
That save real quick. Yeah, we can't really see what he fell on, but he just got extremely lucky. He stuck his stick up in the air, and Estrella was shocked.
Yeah, truly. As Kelly trying to work off of Christini. Kelly's going to go in again. The diving play gets the goal to tie it up at 2.
Yeah, Kelly's willed them back into this one, tying the game up. He's been extremely impressive, the junior.
Yeah, coming into this game as well. I know, Nick, you and I were kind of looking over this Green Knights team. Didn't really know what to look at, who to look at, more so. But
yeah,
Matthew Kelly's making a name for himself early on.
We know Johnson's a player to watch. Haven't called his name much. We're definitely going to expect him to become a factor in this game. But Kelly was not a player we were looking out for. And he's got those 2 goals, extremely gritty. Really fought for those.
Yeah. And, I mean, we have a tie game here. I mean, it's still early on, 5 minutes to go just in the first. But a tie game is a tie game.
Yeah, definitely shocked. Shocking the Jesuits on senior night. I think there's always a senior night slump for every team. You just play a little worse no matter what. We'll see if they're able to overcome that.
Yeah, but there's Rudolph making a move. Gets it down to an open Malloy. Malloy using his size here against Ethan Kelly, that is. And he's going to walk in. He's going to try to take a bouncer, but the high bouncer just hits the ground just a little too early there and flies over the net. But with the backup, it's Shanahan. Luke Shanahan gets it over to Estrella. Estrella can't keep hold of the ball. And Estrella, another missed pass to Crotty. Trying to save it was Reynolds. He can't. And now it's going to be turnover here. Green Knights ball. Goatsy. Gets it up now to Kelly. Ethan Kelly. Trying to find some space. Tough defense there by Rudolph is going to draw a flag. And the Green Knights will go on the man up. First penalty of the game for either team.
Yeah, it's just unlucky from Rudolph. He caught him in the back there. So, yeah, it's going to be an opportunity for the Green Knights. So they're going to go up a man during this tie game. We'll get a replay there. Yeah, he just, at the last second, turned his shoulder away from him. Can't hit him in the back.
Yeah, and on this man up, as we were saying just a moment ago, watch out for number 51 in green, Matthew Kelly, as he now has the ball at X. Matthew Kelly has some space. He's going to go around.
Ooh, off the post.
Yeah, either off the post or Barry made the save off his foot. Couldn't quite tell from our angle.
Yeah, he's deadly coming around the net, is what we've seen so far.
Yeah, tough missed opportunity there because now on the man up, you turn over the ball and give it back into the hands of the Jesuits, who could probably just run out this penalty. As Scout Callahan gets it down to Estrella. Estrella's going to run it over to X. Goes across the field now for Shanahan. Shanahan, the Michigan commit. Shanahan now gets it up outside of the box. Over to McCarthy. Dylan McCarthy's going to wait for the sub to come in. He will give it away to Mulligan now. Mulligan trotting with the ball here to the corner of the box. He's going to dodge his man, looking for some space, go back to his right. Try to turn the corner now here, and he does. Jump shot, goal, cashes in for the Jesuits.
Great move there from Mulligan, calling his own number. Saw him sub into the game, get the ball, find his spot. And that's just a great move for him to take the lead for the Jesuits. He's been an unbelievable player for them and a good acquisition from Ward, I believe.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Yeah, he's really shown his abilities as one of the younger starting guys, more so to say, on this Jesuits team. Big name as well, of course, if you're committed to Utah. There's a great win, though, by Giordano, trying to take it down the lane. He gets it off to Goetze. Goetze's bounce shot ties the game right back up.
Wow.
Just mere seconds after the mulligan goal.
Yeah, they're not going down easy, Notre Dame. And they've continued to win the faceoffs. They've had Garrett's number today, and that was just a quick response there by Notre Dame.
Yeah, just like you said, Nick, Garrett's just struggling a little bit early here now. Still tons of game left, though, for him to adjust and work off of Giordano. Right back to the face-off dot. We'll see if Giordano can repeat here. Giordano wins the clamp again, trying to bat it out to himself. He does, picks up the GB. Gets it over to Pluck now. Pluck the LSM, trying to get it down. Intercepted there, though, by Meyer. Meyer's going to cut back inside to the middle of the field and take it over. Meyer, the senior, committed to here, actually, Fairfield University, as Crotty's shot goes over the net. But Meyer, the senior captain, number 77 in white, big player to watch on the defensive side of things for the Jesuits. He will have another 4 years to play here on this field after he graduates. But now on the offensive side of things, it's Shanahan. Shanahan coming over the middle. He's going to take a jump shot. Bouncer is saved at the head, I believe, of Magnuson.
Yeah, it was a great save.
Yeah, but now Malloy's going to hit the post.
I don't know if it was the post there. I don't know. Magnuson's been pretty good for them today.
Yeah, he's really stood on his head in this first quarter. Rudolph now. Over by the Green Knights bench. He's going to look to make a move on Johnston, finding some space inside to Shanahan. Shanahan looking for a little worm burner there. Now here's Mulligan at X. Look for a screen here from Rudolph. He won't. He'll just mirror. Now gets it up for a wide open Shanahan, who tries to feed it inside for Estrella. Estrella was open there on the crease. Just a little wide for him.
Yeah, a little sloppy there from the Jesuits. They had a sure goal.
Here's Matthew Kelly. Definitely a guy who seems to be a little more on the smaller size of things, but as we know with the Jesuits team and Nate Estrella,
doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
Doesn't matter. He's got those 2 goals.
Yeah,
so
2
far.
big goals.
So we're nearing the end of this first quarter, a minute left. Notre Dame's got it. Here's Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly looking for top side here. He's going to take a jump shot, and the bouncer sneaks through. Andy West taking an early lead here in the game with 1:01 to go in the first. Matthew Kelly, first quarter hat trick to start the game.
Extremely impressive from him. Like we said, not a player we were looking out for, but the junior's showing up.
I don't even know if the Jesuits were looking out for him either. He kind of seems like the Jesuits have been a little unprepared for him as well. Or maybe he's just having a career game.
Career game,
yeah.
Could be, yeah.
Ball tied up at center. Simon can't get the ball. Get the GB.
We're going to get foul there on Garrett.
I believe we're going to get a push from behind.
I think Garrett just hacked him to the ground there. So it's going to be Notre Dame ball here with around a minute left. We'll see if they can get a little more momentum or if the Jesuits can close out this quarter.
As Johnston now, though, with the ball. Gets it over to Kelly. Now it's with Nethercott. Nethercott brings it into the box. And walks it around to behind the net now. Nethercott guarded by Callahan is going to get switched now. Rhodey on the defense. Playing it up for Goetze. Goetze losing control of it, gets his own GB though. Back up to Matthew Kelly now. Matthew Kelly over to Ethan Kelly.
I'd assume they're twins.
Yeah, or some relation there. As Ethan Kelly tries to bring it in. Loses control of the ball now, and here's... That was steal.
The end of this first quarter, the Jesuits have been shocked. They find themselves down 1 on this cold, rainy spring day.
Yeah, the rain's let up, though, here for this game.
It's let up for the game, finally. I think probably 80% of the games that I've been to for lacrosse this year, it's been pouring rain and I've been soaking wet.
Yeah, there's a lot of rain.
But cleared up here for this game. And, yeah, more importantly, the Jesuits are down.
Yeah. I mean, I believe they're probably going to get a tough talking to here, the Jesuits.
I mean, I wouldn't even, like, they've done a good job offensively. Barry's done a good job. I think it's just been dealing with Kelly, who's been unbelievable for Notre Dame. He's kind of come out of nowhere.
Well, I think the other problem with the Jesuits in this first quarter especially was a ton of missed shots.
That's true.
They had I don't know how many. Had to have at least been 5 or 6 shots that just were not on target. And who knows, if you could just get 3 or 4 of those shots on target, who knows what could have gone in. But just to play the other side as well, Magnuson's had a great first quarter as well. He's made some great saves and kept some of those shots out of the net as well, because this could easily be, Jesuits could easily have 8 or more goals at this point in the game, but Magnuson and just a mix of Magnuson and the Jesuits offense just not being able to put it on goal keeps them at 3.
Yeah, this is going to be
it'll be interesting to see how they'll adjust.
Yeah, this game's definitely going to be closer than we thought it was going to be. And like we said before, it is important. It does have playoff implications. Both teams are 1 and 2 in conference rankings. So if Notre Dame can come out here with a win, that'd be huge for them. The Jesuits definitely need to win this one if they want to be first seed in SECs, because also if they win this, they're guaranteed a playoff spot. So very important game.
Giordano at the faceoff has been a problem as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's literally won all of them but 2. Garrett's been a little off today. I expect him to come back together.
Yeah, but here's Shanahan. Gets it up to Crotty. Crotty's going to hold it and get it over to Rudolph. Subbing in now is Malloy, who gets fed the ball. Malloy dodging down the alley. Malloy finds a lane inside, and a quick goal here for the Jesuits to start the second quarter.
Yeah, Malloy was fed up, wanted to tie the game. Nice, polite little goal. Walks into the crease, has a shot. Magnuson didn't have a chance, went between his legs. So the Jesuits respond. Not even 30 seconds into this second quarter. Got a replay there. Slow finish. Usually we see him just have an absolute rip from that close. But
I honestly think when Malloy wants to take over a game, he can.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just so much talent on the field. A lot of players on the Jesuits are inclined to pass, move it around, find the best look. But they can score at will.
Winning
Garrett.
Winning the clamp again, though, is Giordano.
Yeah, Garrett got tripped there, but Prep retains possession.
Now here's Shanahan in the offensive zone. Mulligan walking along the end line, or more so running, I should say. And that was Briggs coming away with it off of the drop pass by Estrella. Gets it up for Johnston now. Johnston over for Goetze. Back up now to Nethercott. Nethercott over to Kelly. Looking to step in. Kelly trying to get through a couple defenders, but too much for him to handle as the ball is still on the turf here.
Yeah, they brought Steele into this game. Didn't play much in the first quarter, I think, to deal with Kelly. He's been a shadow so far on defense.
Yeah, he's been all over Matthew Kelly to start off here, though, as Matthew Kelly looking for the tough angle bounce shot is gobbled up by Barry. Now he gets it over to Malloy. Malloy gets it inside for a wide open. Luke Shanahan on the crease, and the lead quickly turns back to the Jesuits.
Yeah, it's a defensive lapse there from Notre Dame, and Malloy does a good job to pick out Shanahan wide open. I think he had another player right there too, so that's a great goal there from the Jesuits. And they find themselves in the lead now, just a minute 30 into this second quarter. Got a replay of that.
Yeah, just defensive breakdown there by the Green Knights has just left. I mean, he wasn't the only one. I believe Estrella and Shanahan were both wide open on the crease.
Yeah, I don't know if Notre Dame got caught on a sub or something, but everyone was open.
Here's Giordano and Garrett. Tough battle there. Garrett comes away with it.
Yeah, that's a good win from Garrett.
Now he gets the ball over to Shanahan.
He's going to...
Now Mulligan at the end line. Over to Estrella. Estrella up for Barrett Malahy, now the sophomore. Over to Rhodey. Rhodey, the U-Tampa commit. Gives it over to McCarthy. McCarthy looking for a lane, and he sneaks that one between the legs of Magnuson.
Yeah, McCarthy did a good job there. Dodge to the right and beats Magnuson in the 5-hole. So Jesuits now have a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, the Jesuits seem to be turning it up a little bit now.
Yeah, strong talking to, most likely, during that quarter break.
Quickly doubled. They've quickly doubled their score from the first quarter, just 2 minutes into the second. Yeah, just great move there by McCarthy, finding space and perfect precision there.
Yeah.
Between the legs of Magnuson. Quick face-off there from Giordano. He's got some quick hands there at the dot. But the Jesuits, once again, coming away with the ball. We've said it a couple times already, but Giordano, good on the clamp. But the GB help is just not there as the Jesuits come away with it and have an offensive possession. Now here's Malahy. Malahy guarded by Johnston. Gets it back behind for Estrella. Estrella and Mulligan, the two behind net. Mulligan finding some room. He's going to take a jump shot again. That one's saved by the shoulder of Magnuson. Ball still free on the turf. Picked up here by Shanahan. Shanahan over to Rhodey. Rhodey looking for space. He finds it, gives it over to Estrella. Now Estrella guarded by Briggs. Now Malahy outside of the box. Trying to take it down the alley. Quick stop here. Trying to get it back inside McCarthy. Here's another shot for him. And that's his second.
Yeah, it was a great move by Malahy. He really created that goal. Drives in there, stops. The defender Johnson had to slow up there, and then it was a great cut there from McCarthy. Found himself wide open, and he gets his second of the quarter. So the Jesuits extend their lead again and really show the kind of team they are. That first quarter was a little out of character for them. And I really do think it's the senior night slumps. It happens in every sport.
Yeah, and once again, that goal scored by Dylan McCarthy, the junior, starting to have a game here on senior night. And there's a win for Garrett, the clamp and the possession, as he gives it to Estrella. Estrella, he's trying to find some space, gives it over for Malloy. Malloy stepped down, saved by Magnuson. Meyer almost picking up the loose ball there, but here's the Green Knights heading the other way. Bankowski, the pole, finding some room. Gets it down for Jacob. Xavier Jacob, diving shot saved by Barry.
It's a great save by Barry. Both goalies responding right now. Back-to-back saves. They're going up and down.
Loy stepping into the box here now, or just outside the box as he'll tiptoe the line. Now Crotty taking it down the near alley. He's going to try to rip one, loses his stick. No, the stick snaps in half. Crotty's going to have to head off the field here.
Yeah, stick just broke in half there.
Yeah, that's going to come with a timeout.
There's a replay.
Here for the Jesuits.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Yeah,
I think,
did he get checked, or was it just the full force of his shot?
Nethercott had his stick, like, on the heel of Crotty's, and then when Crotty went to shoot, he's just, like, such a strong guy that, like, it just snapped in half under, like, the force of his shot. That's just my hypothesis, though.
It was probably on the break. It was probably on the brink of breaking
on
it
its
anytime
last
soon.
leg, yeah. So the Jesuits find themselves up 3 here after being down at the end of the quarter. They've done a great job coming back into this one, showing the kind of team they are, and putting on a show for senior night.
Yeah, I mean, they've already scored more goals than they have in the first quarter. That just shows you the kind of change they've probably made after that first. After only putting up 3 goals. But I believe the Jesuits will still have possession here as the teams head back out onto the field. Or no, they won't. The possession will be with the Green Knights.
Yes, I think it was, we're calling it a prep timeout.
But Johnson starting with the ball here as he's guarded by Simon. Johnson still with the ball here. Now gets it over. Matthew Kelly now. Back up to Vernucci. Vernucci guarded by Malloy. But now here's Kelly again. Steele with some pretty good defense here on Kelly, who already has 3 goals in this one. Now Goetze, top center of the box here. Trying to find an angle.
Good
Far
pass there.
cross pass over to Johnston. Johnston can't find space, though. Heavily guarded there by Meyer and Simon.
Yeah, it's good defense here from Jesuits. Really making Notre Dame work for it.
Vernucci dodging on Malloy. Vernucci has to get it back behind to X over to Kelly. Ethan Kelly. Now Ethan Kelly over. Some good movement here by the Green Knights. Pretty good possession, but the defense for the Jesuits is holding strong. As Matthew Kelly, tough pass, gets up to the center. Bankowski, good job able to keep it in, but can't get it over to Vernucci.
Yeah, they're going to call
Offsides.
offsides.
Yeah.
Great defense there from the Jesuits. I think it was Steele and Reynolds who stripped that from Kelly, so good defense from them there.
Yeah, it'll remain Jesuits ball after the offsides. Just a restart. Now here's Shanahan. Shanahan trying to get over the middle. Can't find much space there and had to give it off. But now here's Rudolph looking to do the same thing. Rudolph, this time he spins. Rudolph's bounce shot goes wide, backed up by Mulligan.
Yeah, I think Magnuson got a touch there on the side of his stick.
Mulligan has a bit of space now, but now more heavily guarded by Pluck. At X, looking for the screen from Rudolph. Can't get it. Pluck stays on him. But Mulligan trying to make the spin, loses control of the ball. Now Briggs with the GB. Briggs turning around, gets the over to Pluck. Now Pluck's going to take it down this near side of the field. Back over to the middle. He still has control of the ball. Then he gets it over to Johnston. Xavier Jacob now. Up for Goetze. Green Knights looking to set up a similar possession as their last one, just not lose control of the ball here as a low to high shot by Nethercott.
Yeah, Kelly's going to take it here. Notre Dame really needs something nearing a little bit over halfway in this second quarter.
And Matthew Kelly gets it back to Goetze at X. Goetze looking to try to take a corner, trying to find Ethan Kelly in the middle on the cut, but couldn't get it through. Now here's Reynolds, good defensive play there to get the ball in his possession. Now Barry behind his own net with control of the ball now. Gets it back to Reynolds. Reynolds has plenty of space to walk it up here. Gets a lob pass over to Rohde. Good clear there by the Jesuits. Rohde, he's trying to get in the middle now, but brings it back out to Rudolph. Now the Jesuits will pass it around. Dylan McCarthy, 1 goal away from a hat trick. stopped himself there a little bit. Weird call there.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Notre Dame there. I'm pretty sure Mulligan was closest. All right.
Yeah, I do believe Mulligan was closest as well.
Interesting call from the ref.
But here's the Jesuits ride. Mulligan, you can tell he's probably a little upset about that call. Heavy ride here from him. Try and make the diving play.
He took out
Almost took out our own Jack Singlewald down there.
He got killed. Oh, my gosh, that was hilarious. He went flying there, took out Jack. Got the ball, though.
Yeah. Got the ball, but still stayed in possession. Good job by Bankowski to keep control of the ball.
I
And
love the effort there from Mulligan. He was pissed that he didn't get that call.
yeah, now with the Green Knights in control of it, they called a timeout. So they will have possession of the ball here. Look to bring a lead for the Jesuits back to 2. We're going to check on Jack, see if he's all right down there. If he gives us a thumbs up.
Yeah, he looks like
He'll be
he's
good.
concussed. Oh, no, he's all right.
Well,
He's all right.
he's all good.
It's a shame.
Someone clip that.
That was a funny dive, though. He got up there full Superman.
He did. I don't know if you remember, Nick, but there was a game last year where Palmer Furmender, who's at Air Force now, I
Took
forgot
flight.
who we were playing, but yeah, took an amazing launch and did check the ball, and the crowd went wild. Everyone loved that. Too bad there isn't much of a bomb squad here tonight. They would have loved that play as well.
Yeah, not really sure where the boys are today. It's a beautiful Tuesday. There's no way anyone has anything better to do than be at this game, so I'm honestly kind of disappointed in the boys.
Yeah, I mean, all the rain let up, too.
Yeah, I know. Like, are we serious? It's May. There's no school left. Come on.
Yeah, I believe for seniors we have 7 days left.
Wow, that's crazy. Good riddance. So we see Prep up 7 here. No, they have 7 goals, not 7.
Green Knights looking to put together a good possession here and just take this lead down to 2. As Mitch Johnston is going to take it over the corner, and we're going to get a whistle here, probably a moving pick. We'll turn it over and give it to the Jesuits.
Yeah.
Steal back to Reynolds. Reynolds with the over ball to Meyer. Meyer's going to send it inside to Scout. Nice little sidearm pass to get it over to Callahan.
Yeah, it's good to see him getting minutes. Didn't play much earlier in the year, so it's good to see him out there, the junior.
Now here's Malahy again. Over to McCarthy. McCarthy, Rohde, and Malahy is the midi line out there for the Jesuits now. As Malahy is going to look to find a shot. Jump shot from the alley. Not the best angle there as that one goes wide.
Yeah, they call that midi line the M line because every single one of them, last name is M. That's not true, Rohde.
No.
You know, it just sounded like
I went through it in my head for a second. I was
Yeah,
like, could
see,
that be true?
Gotta keep you on your toes here. I see you zoning out. That's a goal.
But there is an M right there. Mulligan scoring the goal there.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Mulligan. I think the shot was from Rohde. Magnuson again, great save, but unlucky bounce. Finds the stick of Mulligan perfectly, and he just has to go near post. Extends the lead to double the score of Notre Dame. The Jesuits are up 8-4.
Yeah, this was a 4-3 game at one point in favor of the Green Knights.
Yeah, they're so far pitching a shutout this quarter. Get a replay. Finds Rohde, good move there. It's off the kneecap. That definitely hurt, and then he'll have a rip.
Yeah, Magnuson's let up a couple rebound opportunities there, and that was one that did not go in his favor. So we're going to get a hold there.
Yeah, there's going to be a foul there on
I believe it was Giordano. Yeah.
So Garrett, the past couple faceoffs, been able to get possession for the Jesuits.
I'd say he's definitely done a better job at the faceoff this quarter than last. As the Jesuits, of course, now have an 8-4 lead and have the ball in their possession, looking to extend that. Mulligan. A lot of yelling from the sidelines, trying to feed it inside for cutting Shanahan.
That's a great pass from Estrella. That's exactly what he does. Here's Mulligan.
Mulligan hitches, trying to swim and spin. He gets free and nails that one top corner.
Yeah, he deserved that goal. Really fought for it. Picked out the corner. That was a great shot. I think that's his 4th.
Yeah, back-to-back goals for Mulligan as well. .204 left to go here in the half. Jesuits with a 9-4 lead, and like you said a moment ago, Nick, pitching a shutout here so far in this second quarter.
I think they're going to call a foul on, or at least they were going to. I saw the ref had a flag in his hand. So we'll call that goal an and one. There's going to be no foul because Mulligan got the goal.
Giordano getting the original clamp as well, but no backup to support that GB. And here's Shanahan with control of the ball now in the middle of the field. Jesuits will get a couple subs as Garrett comes out and will release McCarthy. Malahi. Over to McCarthy. McCarthy looking for an angle. Guarded here by Nethercott. Or no, now it's Johnston. But here's Nethercott on Malahi. Malahi swimming and spinning his way around. Rips that one top shelf.
Great move there from the sophomore. And the Jesuits are pouring it on this corner, this quarter. Honestly, we are so desensitized to these absolute clips that the Jesuits are hitting. It's every single goal is just unbelievable. Great shot, great move. So to be honest, like, that's just what we expect from them. That's a great move from Leahy. Double move, swims it over the defender Nethercott, and that's just top cheese.
Yeah, every goal's just got a great stroke on it.
Yeah, I mean, Magnuson's a good goalie. He's done a good job so far. So it's taken pin-perfect shots to beat him.
And there, Giordano's going to get called for an early face-off. So that'll give the ball to the Jesuits. 1:10 and counting now here in the half. This is a 10-4 game in favor of the Jesuits, starting to run away with it here. Malloy up to Rudolph. Rudolph face dodges in. He gets inside that one. Trying to go top shelf again.
It's off the bar there.
Yeah.
They get
Rips
the rebound,
crossbar. Jesuits in this game so far have had some great rebound control. And as Crotty goes in, just walks his way into the middle of the field and puts that one home.
Yeah, good move there from Crotty. Off the shot from Rudolph. Rung the crossbar. The Jesuits retain possession. Crotty finds a spot. He'll cut in, find himself wide open. And it's a goal with just 36 seconds left in this half. We get a replay here as he beats Johnson, who's had a relatively bad game so far. I mean, he was definitely our player to watch for them. He's committed to play D2, and he's been a liability, frankly, on defense. Been beat a couple times, was beat there by Karate. So, I mean, I definitely think it's an overall collapse from Notre Dame. It's been the problem so far. As we see Giordano with the win.
Oh, but loses control of it.
Oh, good catch from Meyer.
Simon.
Oh, it's Simon, sorry. I saw the 7.
They're going to get a timeout. So timeout for the Jesuits as they have possession of the ball with just 26 seconds left. Look to put together a possession here and extend it to an 8-goal lead.
Yeah, this is something I really like about the Jesuits and Coach Nemi. They're going to just continue to pour it on. No mercy. They're finding themselves up 7 here, and they don't really care. They want to continue to score, continue to get goals, and make it look good on the stat sheet for their guys. Because every goal creates momentum for them to bring it into the next game and continue to dominate. That's what the best team in the state does. That's what they do. We'll get a replay of that Karate goal.
Nice slow-mo clip here.
I don't know. Who
You
whipped
can see his
that
head
on him?
fake as well. Just messing up Magnuson just a little bit more. So good fundamentals, some good skills there by Crotty as he scores that one.
So 26 seconds here. The Jesuits are going to have possession, see if they could extend the lead to 8. They got Crotty, Estrella, Mulligan, Malloy, Shanahan, and Rudolph out there. So keeping the first line out there. Like I said, no mercy.
Yeah,
It's
wide,
Cobra Kai Lacrosse.
wide set as well. So Crotty steps that one in the box just to make sure he gets it there. Missed catch by Rudolph. Walks the line. He's going to go over.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. Is it the ball that has to go over? Or is it
I think it's the person.
It's the person?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Rudolph stepped over, causing the offsides. 6 seconds here. Ball's going to get tied up near center field. And that will do it for the first half of action here at Rafferty Stadium. The score is 11-4 in favor of the Jesuits. A shutout for Barry in that second quarter. What was a 4-3 lead in favor of the Green Knights is now an 11-4 lead in favor of the Jesuits as we head into halftime. So we will be back here in just moments time for second half action.
And ads, maybe. Probably. Yeah, ads.
Is all about. I've had to learn and grow into
When I first joined the ASC program, one of the first things that I was thinking about was teaching and coaching. I had seen greats like Rudy Moritz and Matt Sather have graduated college, joined prep as a faculty member and as a coach. As a history major in college, that's sort of something that I was thinking about and wanting to explore. When I started in fall of 22, it was coaching and teaching and so much more. Really the two areas that I found myself working in the most were admissions and advancement work. On the admission side, engaging with parents, prospective students, and you were going to schools, you were making phone calls, it was very engaging. And then on the advancement side, that was mostly talking to alums, soliciting them for gifts, in addition to the events that you do for reunion and for Jesuits on Taps and all those things I found myself really enjoying. Even if you're unsure if education is what you want, there's probably an avenue within either accounting or admissions, guidance, campus ministry, coaching. There's probably something there for you that will excite you, that will make you want to get up in the morning to go to work and enjoy your time for those 10 months in the ASC program.
generations, we've shaped young men into leaders, thinkers, and compassionate individuals. But to maintain our tradition of excellence, we must evolve and grow.
In the Ignatian tradition, I begin my day with gratitude. Gratitude for you, our generous supporters and benefactors who have been critical to our success. Now, we invite you to build an even brighter future.
Our campaign focuses on 3 essential pillars that will propel Fairfield Prep into the future.
By expanding our financial aid program, we'll ensure that a Fairfield Prep education is accessible to deserving students from all backgrounds.
It's critical that we continue to expand scholarship opportunities for students whose families can't afford full tuition and allow them to be part of the prep experience, because in fact, they make the prep experience.
Fairfield Prep is a very special place, but what makes it special is the people here.
I know so many people here who are great athletes, and then they turn around and go play with the band or write a short story for a creative writing contest.
Whether you like athletics or engineering or art, there's so much to do after school.
Our commitment to excellence means providing our faculty with cutting-edge professional development opportunities, empowering them to inspire and challenge our students.
By supporting our educators to always pursue learning, we're producing great teachers in the classroom, but also great role models for our students.
The faculty here at Fairfield Prep are invited to learn more about the traditions that we are upholding in the classroom, and one of the ways that we do that is through the Jesuit Educators Academy.
The Jesuit Educators Academy is a 5-year program in which teachers who are new to prep learn about the mission and core values of Ignatian spirituality.
If we do not train faculty, we don't produce the type of students who can go out and set the world afire.
We're enhancing our campus with state-of-the-art facilities, with a center for arts and recreation, and expanding our academic support services to nurture every student's potential.
We use a scaffolding approach to provide resources to ensure academic success for our students.
As an athlete and a musician, it's great to have new facilities that really enhance what prep is all about. I've had to learn and grow into being a well-rounded person. Here at Prep, we call it cura personalis, or care of the whole person.
Our world needs leaders of conscience, compassion,
competence, and commitment.
Shaped by a Jesuit Catholic education.
All of this is a fabric woven together that becomes the graduate at graduation.
What is a grad at grad?
Open to growth.
Intellectually competent.
Religious.
Loving. Committed to doing justice.
These are the hallmarks of a Fairfield Prep graduate.
Ignatius said he could find God in all things. Our education is about finding God in each other and in the world around us.
We need your help to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world.
Together, let's shape the future of our school, forming leaders who support the values of Fairfield Prep. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Go forth.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
we're a lot
like you.
For generations, the men of Prep and their families have gone forth from Fairfield to transform the world through lives of excellence, faith, and service, and never for ourselves, but for others.
Today, we gather not merely as individuals, but as a community, united by a shared purpose and a collective desire to make a difference.
Your support allows us to create transformational experiences, and transformed men of Prep go forth and transform the world.
Being a man of Prep means being a man for others. A man for others is not someone who thinks of themselves first. A man for others is not the type of person who takes up a task in search of personal gain. A man for others is the kind of man who uses their God-given talents, those things that they are so passionate about, and uses those skills to create a better environment not for themselves, but for everybody.
For years, friends and family have always asked me, what is it about Fairfield Prep that makes it so unique? Why do people stick with it? Why are people so connected? And I tell them this, it's the brotherhood.
Prep has helped me develop into the man I want to be for my family, friends, others.
Prep saw the light in my boy and led him to set the world on fire.
God bless our brotherhood now and always, never just for ourselves, but ad majorem Dei gloria. Hail Fairfield Prep.
Welcome back, everyone, into Rafferty Stadium as we are now getting ready for second half action between Fairfield Prep Jesuits and the Notre Dame West Haven Green Knights, as the opening faceoff there does go in favor of the Jesuits. 11-4 lead is what they went into with the half, and they're looking to extend that. Rough first quarter for them, but second quarter definitely picked it up. Goal-scoring wise, as Crotty coming in there. But goal-scoring-wise, the Jesuits definitely picked it up in the second quarter as compared to their 3 goals scored in their first. They had 8 goals there in the second.
Yeah, it was a rocky start for the Jesuits. Like you said, Finn, they started off being down going into that second quarter. It was a 3-4 game. And then immediately, once that second quarter responded, they scored 2-3 goals in a row, extended their lead, and right now, Notre Dame has not answered, so I think it's been around 8 unanswered as we get a shot there from, I believe, I think it was Rudolph.
Rudolph, yeah.
So the Jesuits, again, showing their dominant nature, continuing to be a force in Connecticut lacrosse. They're looking to extend their win streak to 3 games if they are able to hold out with this victory.
And here's Shanahan. Shanahan, low to high shot. Goes over the net there. Jesuits have pulled a couple low to high shots there, but have not connected on any of them just yet. But there's a shot again from Mulligan, trying to get around his man. Looking to chip it back over to the goalie. The Jesuits come away with it, though. Now here's Rudolph. Up for Shanahan. Shanahan, far bounce shot. Gets free, and Bankowski able to give it back over to Magnuson.
Yeah, Magnuson's really kept this game from getting extremely ugly. He's been a good player so far for them. Him and Matthew Kelly have been the 2 guys that have been putting in the most work for Notre Dame.
Yeah, without a doubt. As Goatsy now looking over the middle from Johnston.
Oh.
Almost a great play there from Johnston, but can't keep full control of it as he had a head of speed cutting inside. But now Karate the other way for the Jesuits. Looking to go coast to coast. Just sends it over the net.
Yeah, that was a good cut there from Johnson. He was our player to watch from the beginning. Hasn't performed to expectations. That goal definitely would have been a boost to his confidence. He's committed to play at St. It's something with an A.
St. Anselm.
Yeah, Anselm at New Hampshire D2 program. He's their only commit. So Jesuits continue moving the ball as we see Mulligan cut in here, no look shot, and I think that's a save there.
Yeah, and he's in the crease as well, so Green Knights will take possession here. Green Knights in their own zone now. Bankowski, far overpass to Pluck. Pluck, good job there, blocking the bounce with his body. Now in the offensive zone, the Green Knights look to try to go to work here. Goatsy. Over to Vernucci. Vernucci, little hitch move, can't get inside. But now it's Matthew Kelly. Behind the back shot.
Behind the back shot there from Kelly. Yeah, that's where he saw him. That's where we saw him get 2 of his 3 goals. Was cutting, running around that net, and getting those goals. But the Jesuits have adjusted by bringing Andrew Steele into the game, and he's been able to keep Kelly on ice since he's been guarding him. He's done a good job, Steele.
Now in the offensive zone, Jesuits look to go to work. It's Malahi. Makes a move inside the box as he gives down to Estrella. Estrella turns the corner and finally gets one to go, and Estrella scores his first goal of the game. So now 12-4 lead in favor of the Jesuits. This one's getting out of hand quickly. Estrella, the senior as well, scoring on senior night.
It's good to see the seniors getting those goals today because it is senior night. Jesuits and all of prep, not just prep lacrosse, is definitely going to miss the senior class of 25, as they will be leaving campus in around a week. The only positive is I get to park my car next to the school, but other than that, it'll be sad to see them go.
Remember that last year? I was excited to park in senior lot as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Although I don't know if
not just yet though.
There's gonna be enough spots. Ooh, we'll see. We'll see. I'll be there early. I'll be taking one.
Yeah, not just yet though. We haven't left yet.
Yeah.
Here's Jacob.
I think he's a freshman out there.
Wow. Barry now. Lob pass over to Callahan, wide open as well, able to clear it into the offensive zone. Now Mulligan. Mulligan at X. Giving it over to Shanahan. Now Shanahan at X. Shanahan, quick hands here. Gets it up to Rhodey. Rhodey now outside the box, over to Malahi. Malahi, a little too much there, loses control of the ball. Gets his own GB though. Now here's Rhodey. Rhodey down to Shanahan. Shanahan trying to turn the corner, can't find space. Trying to go again. Makes a spin on Pluck. Trying to give it over to Estrella, but just pops out of the stick.
Yeah, unselfish play there by Shanahan. He had a great spin move to get in front of the crease and elects to pass it to Estrella and put a little too high for him.
And
here's Malahi. Jukes himself.
A little too much there as he falls to the turf.
I think they're going to call the foul on Johnson there as he pushed over Malahi while he was already on the ground. There's going to be a stoppage here. Someone's got to tie their shoe.
Yeah, I think that's Estrella. Yeah, it is. Estrella just giving him an extra second to set up, to tie his shoe. It's Rhodey now, down the alley, looking to take it behind. Guarded here by Sherman. Rhodey looking to work on Sherman. Spins, gets the screen from Mulligan. Good switch, though, by Briggs. Now Mulligan again. He dodges on Sherman. Mulligan looking for an open man. Finds Shanahan up at top. Shanahan makes a dodge, but that shot just gets caught up in the stick of Magnuson.
Yeah, so halfway through this third quarter, Jesuits only found one goal. Took their foot off the gas a little here, but can't take it all the way off. It's very dangerous when you have a lead. Teams can sneak up on you. Here's Johnson. Hasn't done much today. He's been our player to watch, player we were told is one of the best on this team, maybe if not the best. And he's really has not had his name involved in this one.
But here's Nethercott. Good defense there by Malahi. Now Kelly trying to get over the middle. Double team there from the Jesuits. Passing around now. That shot just goes high for Jacob, who had a good chance there.
Yeah, it was good ball movement there, and the freshman just got his chance and fanned on it. Look at a replay here. I think.
This is Estrella's
goal from a while ago.
A little bit of a late replay.
Good win from Steele.
Yeah, Steele can't come away with the ground ball, though. As now it's Jacob. Jacob guarded by Steele here. Steele trying to stay in front of him. Now Johnston. Johnston up for Nethercott. Now Kelly. Ethan Kelly now. Trying to get over the middle. His shot wide. Now here's Johnston. Johnston, good check there.
It's Delaney.
Colin Delaney popping the stick out of the top hand to Johnston.
Yeah, there
causing him to lose control.
Yeah, it was a great job from Delaney. Jesuits continue to slow the game down when they have it, pick out their spots.
Crotty now.
Yeah, Malloy's going to come in here for Malloy and Rudolph are going to come in here.
High pass by Crotty. Nice catch, though, by Malloy.
Oh.
And Rudolph can't keep that pass. Drops behind him, and Green Knights.
Loss of concentration there.
Yeah, Green Knights will take possession. Johnston. Crotty maybe looking to cut off the pass there, but stopped himself. Here's Vernucci. Now Ethan Kelly. Vernucci trying to get in, but elects to go to X. Now up top it's Goatsy. Goatsy, tough defense there by Reynolds.
Yeah, no call there as Reynolds sticks his stick into the head of him.
Vernucci makes a spin on Crotty, has to backpedal. Good defense there by Crotty, but can Vernucci find a spot? No, good check again by Crotty. Ball still free. Eventually picked up there by Lance Delaney. Now Lance Delaney is going to take it over half field. Gives it to Estrella. 2:15 left in the third. Still remains a 12-4 lead for the Jesuits. As Crotty trying to dodge up top, gives it to Malloy. Now Malloy looking for a step down, elects to go to the middle. Now back out for Rudolph. Rudolph. Rudolph cutting inside now. Malloy's going to take a spin. Back out to Rudolph again. Rudolph's going to step in, looking for the rip that one up high, but
that was rifled. That had some velocity on it. It's gonna be Notre Dame ball here. With a minute 45 left in this third period. Jesuits find themselves up 8.
Now here's Nethercott. Nethercott looking to pick up some speed here.
Yeah. Love the intensity from the Prep bench. Coach Valens is absolutely hounding his players over there. I could hear him screaming from up here. Just like he does in advisory, telling us to put our phones away. It's every day. It's every day. He just stares at you and he goes like this. He goes, "Put your phone away."
But we'll get a timeout now here with 1:22 to go in the third. Jesuits only 1 goal here in the third, off of an 8-goal second. But still, tons of leeway room for them.
I just want to give a shout out to all the Prep lacrosse moms who made all the food for senior night. I have the pleasure of eating a cookie brownie.
Yeah,
right
it was
now.
really good.
This is one of the best things I've ever eaten. So, yeah. Shout out to those moms for putting on a nice feast for all the people attending this game. I think everyone was down there.
Shout out also to fellow commentator Tommy Berry. He he's being a good student, elected not to be here tonight because he had a lot of work to do. Just shows you the kind of guy he is with 7 days left for seniors.
We'll put that in air marks. I'm pretty sure he's camping outside of
Yeah, you could be right. You could be right.
He's camping outside of his target's house right now with a Nerf gun in hand, trying to get them out in Senior Assassin. But sure, yeah, we could just say he's stuck.
Yeah, we'll say he's doing work. We'll say he's being a good student. Let's be nice to him.
Yeah, definitely not like in someone's bush right now, hiding. But yeah, with a couple of days left until seniors leave campus, senior night for lacrosse is a celebration of those seniors who will be leaving shortly. I think graduation is the 23rd.
It is. It is indeed the 23rd.
Yeah.
And now Johnston with control of the ball for the Green Knights in one hand, taking it in. That's what we've been expecting from him all night.
Yeah, Johnson finally gets on the score sheet here with ones on the board. Good move from him, and that ends the streak of Prep's 8 unanswered. Oh, I think it was even more, honestly. I think it was 9 or 10.
Yeah, 9 unanswered.
So good to see him get a goal, the senior captain. Barry almost went 50% of the game without allowing any goals. But couldn't stop that one. I think Johnson went 5-hole.
Yeah, Johnston just looked like maybe he got a little sick and tired of how this game was going. Went in a takeover there for a second.
Good win there from Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett looking to head in, bounces it over to Estrella. Down for Mulligan. 1 minute to go here in the third as Mulligan has control at X and gives it over to Shanahan. Rudolph now just outside the box, gives it to an entering Malloy. Malloy looking to dodge. Doesn't get too hard of a dodge there before giving it to Rudolph. Now Rudolph goes down to Mulligan. Mulligan back up for Malloy now. Malloy looking to use his body here as he gives it to Crotty. Wide open Crotty. Crotty's high shot rips crossbar. Ball still free. Malloy trying to get through. I believe like he came away with it there for a second. but now it's in control with Bankowski.
Clock winding down here in this third quarter.
Bankowski looking for the over, but cutting it off is Shanahan. Shanahan up top for Mulligan. Mulligan down to Malloy. Malloy bounce shot. Gets past Magnuson.
Yeah, it's a great heads-up play there from Shanahan. That's why he's committed to play at Michigan. Wait, he is right. Michigan. Yeah, okay, that would have been embarrassing. Commits to play at Michigan. Great jump there on that pass. Finds Mulligan, who gets the ball in there to, I don't even remember, Malloy, something like that, and they get the goal. Something to take note of. I want to see all those seniors out there. Yeah. Some of those guys haven't played.
Yeah, let's get some of those guys out there.
Let's see him out there. I want to see Juddy on the face-off.
I think that's
maybe
something we should expect a lot here in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, yeah. Let the kids play. So we're at the end of this third period. Jesuits find themselves up 13-5 against Notre Dame West Haven. Interconference matchup. It's number 1 versus number 2 in the SEC. And Finn, it's been absolute BTA so far. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, after that first quarter, it really has just been Jesuits taking control. There has been some bright spots for ND West with Magnuson. Magnuson's had a pretty good game despite the 13 goals.
Yeah.
Along with that, the faceoff, Giordano's had a pretty good day with the – I mean, I feel like I've said it 100 times, but he's had a good day with the clamps. With the clamps, has not gotten much help on the GBs, though. Yeah, the Jesuits, I think, just worked off of their mistakes from the first quarter.
The Kelly brothers have been good as well.
Yeah, they have been. They have been. But, yeah, I think the Jesuits just really worked off of their mistakes made in the first quarter and how they were down 4-3 after that. And it just really turned it around there and took control. But, yeah, senior day slump too, like you said. But now we'll head out here for last quarter in this one. And Cole Garrett will remain out there at the faceoff as he's up against Gavin Giordano once again. Defensive pairing is looking a little different here, though, as we'll see Andrew Steele along with Lance Delaney out at defense, and two LSM formation here at the midfield. As the timeout for ND West got out in time before losing possession of the ball there. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we kind of got lucky though, Nick. The rain. I mean, we are in a box, so I can't tell if it's just like drizzling or what outside. But it seems like the rain. It has been raining all day.
It was raining all day.
But luckily for the game, kind of let up.
Yep.
Didn't have to worry about that. Also keeping it a little cooler as well. The air, the temperature.
Yeah, we got a nice weather tomorrow for John Rock's birthday, so that's something to look forward to. I think it's going to be May 7th tomorrow, I believe. Yep, May 7th. I know my days. I think the Jesuits should put the seniors out there. That's my hot take. It's senior night.
I don't even know if it's a hot take.
It's senior night. We're yet to see Burke. We're yet to see Juddy. We're yet to see Chapman. I think we should let the kids play. That's just me.
Yeah.
Redgate. Matthews. Let them go at it.
I'd like to see what these guys could do.
Maybe next time the ball's out, we'll let them finish it.
Now with possession, it's Ethan Kelly trying to play it down to Johnston. Loses it. Here, Simon loses his stick. Ethan Kelly, tough ground ball as Reynolds is all over him. And that's a flag coming out on Ethan Kelly. Going to be a delay of game. Delay of game is going to be the call on Ethan Kelly. Will put the Jesuits man up. And now Emmett Crotty will start with it at half field.
Yeah, so it's going to be a prep power play here. I like to call it power play. I've been giving shade for
I mean, that really is just like a hockey thing, but I think they should use it more.
It's cool. It's a cool term. And it is a power play. They're a man up. Why do we got to say man advantage? It's just stupid. Here's Shanahan. He'll score. Oh, I jinxed him.
You did jinx him. That shot goes wide.
It looked good, though. Looked good. So Estrella will take it in. 14 seconds left on this man advantage.
Crotty at the top. Jesuits just kind of passing it around here. Shanahan inside for Mulligan. Mulligan's shot goes wide as well.
Yeah, penalty expires here.
Yeah, all back to even now. Just under 11 minutes to play in this one. Malloy defended here by Nethercott. Malloy bonding himself inside, and he just dunks that one.
That's a good finish from Malloy. We've seen, I think he's got a hat trick now. All of his goals today have just been, walking into the middle there, finds in his spot, having a nice little polite finish. He's had kind goals. He's just placed the ball in the net.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to see from him.
I think there's a little bit of an unexpected shot, too. You don't really expect someone to kind of just dunk it like that.
It's like he's passing to a 5-year-old. We'll see.
That's a good analogy right there.
Look at that. It's just place. I mean, from that close, Magnuson, really, there's nothing he could do unless he comes out of the net and just decides to deck him.
That's good awareness by Malloy, too. Just realize there's no need to take a heavy shot.
No need. I can score from here.
That faceoff was won by Giordano, and he gets it back to Magnuson. Allow them to clear it out here. Spankowski, long pass, does get to Johnston. And now looking for some speed. Here is the Green Knights. Johnston guarded by 3 guys at one point there. But now it's just Scout Callahan on him.
Jesuits have done a great job today defensively. We've seen Steele. We've seen Meyer. We've seen Reynolds. They've all done a great job. Now we got Delaney out there. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, Vernucci.
They've all done a great job. I think Steele, once he got in there in that second quarter, shut down Kelly. That was some good coaching decision, and he's done a good job as well. But they've all done a great job. You hold a team to under 5. You have a shutout period. They're looking to have another one right here. So it's been impressive.
Still seeing the same lines here from the Jesuits as Rhodey trying to go in. Some pretty decent defense there by Nethercott. Forced him out, though. And now it's Mulligan. Mulligan has to play it back out again. Now Malahi looking to dodge inside the box. He has a little space. He's going to go behind, though. It's Estrella looking to take the corner, and he does. Low shot for a goal.
Yeah, it was reminiscent of Kelly's goal from the first quarter. He's wrapping around the net, putting it under the goalie's feet. I mean, Estrella's absolutely deadly from behind the net and continues to show that he's one of the best players in Connecticut. I don't know how many goals he has this game. It's definitely I think he's around a hat trick. He might have a hat trick. So Jesuits extend their lead to 10. And this is back-to-back games where they've scored 15 goals. We get a replay. He has no one open, wraps around, beats the goalie, extends the lead. It's a great job from him.
That face-off one forward by Giordano. Can't fully get the GB there. Now Malloy. He does get the GB. And he'll run it to the other end.
Yeah, Garrett's staying up on offense here. Haven't seen that, I think, all season. Oh, there he goes. Oh, never mind. No, he's going to stick around.
Shanahan fake behind the back pass before getting it to Crotty. Crotty plays it up to Rudolph. Back down to Crotty. Crotty
Wow,
Looking
what a
to
move.
bring it inside. He gets the fake, and that
What
one's
a
saved
move. What
by
a move
Magnuson.
from Karate. Shame he couldn't get the reward.
Yeah, very silky there.
Yeah. The Colgate commit.
Estrella up for Rudolph. Rudolph going back and forth here.
Wow.
And he gets that one past Magnuson.
Yeah, I think that was a good goal, but it's kind of getting on my nerves. We haven't seen those seniors out there.
Yeah, I mean,
they're up 11. There's no way the seniors blow the lead. That would be.
There's 8-10 left.
Give them a shift. Let the kids play.
Give them one shift.
It's all right. They're going for 20. 20 was the mark.
But wouldn't it just be great if you could get to that mark? Get some guys like Hoodie Matthews.
Yeah.
Will Redgate goals.
I think you should just
Parker Chapman.
give the people what they want. And
But here's Meyer, though, looking for a goal himself.
was a good save there.
Looking for the long pole goal there.
Meyer would have liked that goal on senior night. Almost had one on soccer senior night, actually.
High pass. Nice control from Ethan Kelly, and gives it to Johnston. Now Johnston for Jacob. Now Matthew Kelly. Matthew Kelly over to Ethan Kelly. Still don't know the relation there. Possibly
I
one.
think they're twins. They're both juniors.
Could be.
Three Jesuits.
Might be right.
3 Jesuits coming in there to take that ball. As we see Scout. He's got wheels and a full head of steam.
And some space.
See if he just has a rip here.
Scout.
Nope.
No, he's going to give it.
Wow.
Shanahan puts it home.
Yeah, it's good vision from Scout. Held himself composed. I think a lot of people would have just had a rip there.
Yeah, if that leads the 12-goal lead now.
Yeah,
goes
so
to
it's
the
gonna be a
running clock.
Which means I don't think we're going to see the seniors. Although I think Gavin Burke's out there. Gavin Burke is out there. He's walking off the field, though, which means he was on the field at some point. Oh, yeah, we got, I think that's Chapman back there.
It is Chapman. There we go.
Chapman there with Reynolds and Delaney.
Parker Chapman, the shorty on the defensive side of things, waiting for the sub.
So
timeout for the Jesuits.
Jesuits call a timeout here. Maybe they'll let the kids play. We'll see.
Yeah, 6:29 left in the game. Might be looking at some subs here.
I mean, I think you put your top line in there. You put a 10-man line of seniors, the best line, and they go and score 20 goals and set a record. We'll see. We'll see. That was a great goal from Shanahan, by the way.
Yeah, good
if you didn't see.
Jump shot.
Yeah. Look at that guy. Wow. That's the real show. It's the real show. So the
what
Jesuits.
am I?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry
No,
to cut you off, Nick
let's
Miles,
hear it,
but
let's hear it.
we sadly won't be able to see Huddy Matthews because he's not playing tonight. I do believe he has some injury, but yeah, he is not playing tonight.
Oh, that sucks. Well,
still though,
yeah.
may get some other guys.
Maybe
We saw
we'll get
Parker
the
Chapman
boys out there.
We saw Parker Chapman out there moments ago.
Oh, and we can't tell yet.
I see some new guys, but I do not believe they are
Nope.
seniors.
Nope. Parker Chapman stood on the field. Oh, wait. They got,
I believe Luke Hartung.
Who's number 32?
Luke Hartung is in the game.
Nice.
Number 32 for the Jesuits.
He is
not listed.
Not listed, but he's on the team, and he's got a number. Yeah, so they've gone in a opposite direction here and put a bunch of underclassmen on the field.
Yeah.
So here goes Rhodey.
And Rhodey starting with the ball. Now it's Mulligan and Estrella. Now here's Hartung. First we're seeing of him in this game, the sophomore, number 4.
See what he could do.
Hartung, he's going to make a spin. Looking to find some space, gives it to Shanahan. Now Rhodey looking to go in and dodge. He does. Does he get an angle? He does. Gives it to Hartung. Low to high.
It's a nice job from Hartung.
The sophomore.
First shift of the game. Finds a goal. And that's a great job from him. And there's Juddy prancing onto the field.
Yes, number 43 out there for the Jesuits at the face-off dot. And we got a switching in at goal as well. We're going to see number 5, Luke Valenti, get some time here at the end of this game in these last 5 minutes. Hartung, very nice goal by him as well. Low to high.
That's a tough angle too. Madison's a big guy, but he's able to beat them there. Juddy, great win.
He gets it over to Burke, who does pick up the ground ball.
They're going to call a foul on Juddy. And we see Redgate in there.
We do. So now on the defensive side of things, we see Meyer, Burke, Redgate, Steele, Delaney, and Christini.
Christini's out there, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen Christini since the start of the game. But here's Burke. Burke guarding up Kelly. There's a nice check by Burke, but it's right in the hands, and I believe Valenti makes the save.
Great save there from Valenti. Burke was all over that from the check. Took an unlucky bounce off the turf.
Yeah.
And he'll guard, I think it's Kelly closely.
Yeah, Ethan Kelly is who Burke, number 44 in white, is guarding. Ethan Kelly walking in, looking to dodge on Burke. Trying to look inside. Ball goes free up top. Flag comes flying. Here's Johnston, guarded by Redgate. Redgate, some good face defense there.
That's good defense from Redgate, proving he belongs on D2 field. More subs here for the Jesuits. Looks like Meyer, Callahan, and I can't tell who that is.
Simon.
Here's Parker Chapman.
Yeah, Parker Chapman subbing in there at attack. Along with Dolan Floyd as well. Green Knights looking to maybe get one more goal here before this game winds down. Johnston.
Oh, yeah, it's a penalty.
Some good movement here by the Green Knights.
I think the Green Knights are man up right now.
They are. Another Scott down to Johnston. Just a little shy of reaching him. And now that ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Christini did a good job there to win it. 3 minutes left here. Let's see if any of these seniors can grab a goal.
Christini over to Valenti. Now Valenti to Meyer. Overpass by Meyer to Christini. And Christini finds Chapman. Here's Parker Chapman. Parker Chapman double team there. Gets it over to Shanahan. Shanahan, nifty pass, trying to get inside to Rhodey.
Yeah, I could hear Rhodey from up here calling for that. That would have been a nice goal if he could have held on to that pass.
And I believe our guy, Patrick Godswell, number 36 on the sidelines over there, passing that ball back in.
Love to see that.
Now it's behind for Matthew Kelly. Now Redgate on Vernucci. Looking inside, and that one goes home, scored by Xavier Jacob. Nice pass there as well by Vernucci.
Yeah, Notre Dame scores their first goal in around a period. It's the freshman who gets on the board. Lead's cut down to 12. And that's a great job from them, finding that goal in the dying embers of this one.
Now we'll see what Juddy can do here, back out at the face-off. up against Giordano. See Connor Driscoll in there at LSM as well. His first time in the game tonight. Tie up there at the feet, but Giordano's going to scratch that one back out, and it's picked up by Shanahan.
Wow, what a move.
Shanahan swimming, putting it down for Dolan Floyd. What a save there.
What a save
Floyd
there.
From possibly getting, I believe, his first career goal. Estrella is there for the backup and gives it back over to Floyd. Now up for Hartung. Hartung looking to make a move. Nice pass by Hartung inside for Rhodey. Rhodey's shot is saved again.
Another save there for Magnuson. Oh, to cut in there, another save from Magnuson. He's got 3 in a row here as the clock will die down. So on senior night here at Rafferty Stadium, Fairfield Prep prevails 18-6 against Notre Dame West Haven. It's a great game. Who do you think our player of the game is, Finn?
I mean, I think our player of the game
is the seniors.
Is the seniors.
It's the seniors. The seniors are the player of the game. But if we had to pick one, I would say
I think probably Luke Shanahan.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
He was a big facilitator tonight.
Yeah,
for
he
the
was
game.
all over.
Had a couple
goals. I mean, I think a lot of players had a hat trick or more, but he was on the field the entire game. Had a lot to do with it. So he'll be our player of the game, but thank you, seniors, for their 4 years to Prep Lacrosse and to Fairfield Prep as a whole. We're going to go to ads, and then you'll get an interview of Luke Shanahan.
For generations, we've shaped young men into leaders, thinkers, and compassionate individuals. But to maintain our tradition of excellence, we must evolve and grow.
In the Ignatian tradition, I begin my day with gratitude. Gratitude for you, our generous supporters and benefactors who have been critical to our success. Now, we invite you to build an even brighter future.
Our campaign focuses on 3 essential pillars that will propel Fairfield Prep into the future.
By expanding our financial aid program, we'll ensure that Fairfield Prep education is accessible to deserving students from all backgrounds.
It's critical that we continue to expand scholarship opportunities for students whose families can't afford full tuition and allow them to be part of the prep experience, because in fact, they make the prep experience.
Fairfield Prep is a very special place, but what makes it special is the people here.
I know so many people here who are great athletes and then they turn around and go play with the band or write a short story for a creative writing contest.
Whether you like athletics or engineering or art, there's so much to do after school.
Our commitment to excellence means providing our faculty with cutting-edge professional development opportunities, empowering them to inspire and challenge our students.
By supporting our educators to always pursue learning, we're producing great teachers in the classroom, but also great role models for our students.
The faculty here at Fairfield Prep are invited to learn more about the traditions that we are upholding in the classroom, and one of the ways that we do that is through the Jesuit Educators Academy.
The Jesuit Educators Academy is a 5-year program in which teachers who are new to prep learn about the mission and core values of Ignatian spirituality.
If we do not train faculty,
we don't produce the type of students who can go out and set the world afire.
We're enhancing our campus with state-of-the-art facilities, with a center for arts and recreation.
All right,
and
so
expanding our
here on
academic
a
support services
beautifully
to nurture every student's
cloudy night.
We use a scaffolding approach to
Okay,
provide
my mic's on.
resources to ensure academic success for our students.
As an athlete and a musician, it's
Here are just some highlights from tonight's game. From tonight's 18-6 win for the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. Just after the first quarter, it was a 4-3 lead in favor of the Green Knights. Hard to believe looking back at it. Yeah, obviously just a big run by the Jesuits. And from some of these highlights, there was a nice goal though.
There was
yeah, not much the Green Knights could do after that first quarter. The Jesuits kind of made changes and were just really ready to go from there.
Yeah, we saw it immediately after the second quarter started. They responded with, I think, 3 goals within the first few seconds. I think we're going to go down there for an interview.
Yeah, we're going to send it down with our player of the game, Luke Shanahan.
This is Brandon Clear with the Fairfield Prep media team. This is Luke Shanahan. How do you think you guys played tonight, and what do you think you could do moving forward to become a better team?
I think we played pretty good. We started off pretty weak, but I think we took it to them second quarter and then finished off in the second half. But yeah, we got a big game on Saturday against New Canaan away, so that'll be a good game. Yeah.
How do you think? Well, first off, do you think the Bomb Squad is going to show up to any of the quarterfinal, semifinal, any of those games, playoff games?
For sure. Yeah, I hope. But I hope there'll be a big Bomb Squad on Saturday. So yeah, be there.
How do you think the energy is going to bring in those games?
I think the energy will definitely help us on the sideline. It honestly starts with the bench getting hype after every goal. So yeah, I hope the Bomb Squad comes out and shows a good time.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Well, as for us here up in the booth, that will be it from tonight's game. Once again, I'm Phineas Wright, joined alongside Nick Mazzarella. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and have a good night.